EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
.42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Go and play action with Stevens. And he's got his big tight end here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Stevens. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd and 10.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
I want my money back. Garbage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Stevens to throw. The kill here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Stevens.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Now Stevens.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Commanders 10, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Stevens setting up to throw it. Looking for Dodson, and he's got him.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Going right back to Dodson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he'll get it right back to Watt. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw. Stevens. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Here's Stevens.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Robinson up the middle.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and 8. Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Stevens.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 24, Steelers 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 15.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
On second down, this is Harris.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Deontay Johnson.
46 yards.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Stevens now off the play fake. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Stevens.
Wide open receiver complete.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Commanders 31. Steelers 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
What's that? Who wants my jersey?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer. They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. The pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
To throw on second down, Stevens.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Stevens.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Austin. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Jonathan Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw here.
Touchdown!
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have the flag to catch. Tomorrow.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Here's Stevens to throw. That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And some room to run now.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Out left to Dotson.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. third down, Robinson.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I guess they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far.